We often look for beauty in extraordinary things: a breathtaking sunset, a rare flower, a piece of music that stirs the soul. But the true essence of beauty is not in these fleeting moments. It is in the small, ordinary things that surround us every day. The steam rising from a cup of tea, the gentle sound of rain against the window, the way light falls on the floor in the afternoon. These are all moments of beauty, but we rarely notice them. Why do we fail to see them? It is because our minds are always moving, always searching for something more exciting, more special. We believe that beauty must be grand, that it must take our breath away. But this is an illusion. Beauty is not something that appears only on rare occasions. It is always present, waiting for us to notice. Think about a simple morning. You wake up, hear the birds outside, feel the warmth of the blanket. But instead of experiencing these things, your mind rushes to the tasks of the day. You check your phone, make a plan, worry about time. The beauty of the moment is there, but it is lost in the noise of the mind. To see beauty in the mundane, we do not need to change our surroundings. We only need to change the way we see. When we slow down, when we allow ourselves to fully experience what is in front of us, even the simplest things become beautiful. The texture of the bread as you take a bite, the sound of footsteps on the street, the quiet presence of a loved one. These moments are rich, full of life. The world does not lack beauty. It is our awareness that is lacking. When we begin to look with fresh eyes, we will see that every moment holds something precious. Seeing beauty in the ordinary is not something that happens by chance. It is a practice, like learning to play an instrument or growing a garden. At first, it may feel difficult. You may look at your daily life and think, there is nothing special here. But with patience and gentle effort, your eyes will begin to see what was hidden before. The first step is to slow down. Our lives are often filled with hurry. We move from one task to the next without pausing. But beauty does not shout. It whispers. To hear it, we must become quiet inside. When you walk to the store or wash the dishes, instead of rushing, take your time. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the warmth of the water on your hands. These small moments are easy to overlook, but they are filled with quiet beauty. Another way to train the eye is to pay attention to details. Look closely at the things you see every day. The lines on a leaf, the pattern of cracks on an old wall, the changing colors of the sky at dusk. These things are not big or dramatic, but they hold a kind of beauty that is deep and lasting. The more you look, the more you will find. It is also helpful to see the world as if you are seeing it for the first time. Imagine you are a traveler in your own home, your own neighborhood. Things that seem boring or routine will begin to look different when you see them with fresh eyes. The cup you drink from each morning, the view from your window, even the wrinkles in your own hands, they all have stories to tell. In the end, it is not the world that changes, but the way we see it. When we train our eyes to appreciate the ordinary, we discover that beauty is not rare. It is everywhere, quietly waiting for us to notice. When we begin to see the beauty in ordinary things, something remarkable happens. Life itself starts to feel richer, even without any big changes. The simple moments we once ignored become sources of quiet joy. But noticing beauty is just the beginning. The next step is to fully live in these simple moments, to let them touch our hearts, Many people believe that happiness comes from achieving goals or having new experiences. But true happiness is found in how we live each moment, not in chasing after something outside of ourselves. Think about the feeling of sitting in a warm room on a cold day, or sharing a quiet meal with someone you care about. These are not grand events, but they hold deep meaning if we allow ourselves to be present. Living fully in the moment means giving your attention to what is happening right now. When you drink a cup of tea, really taste it. Feel the warmth of the cup in your hands. Smell the fragrance rising with the steam. When you listen to someone speak, don't just wait for your turn to talk. Really hear their words. Notice the tone of their voice, the expression on their face. These small acts of attention connect us more deeply to life and to each other. It's easy to think that life is made of big moments, graduations, weddings, vacations. But most of our days are filled with small, ordinary experiences. If we only live for the big moments, we miss out on much of life. Every breath, every step, every simple task is part of the journey. When we embrace this, we stop waiting for happiness to come in the future and find it right where we are. In the end, living fully doesn't mean doing more or having more. It means being open to the beauty and meaning that are already present in our everyday lives. The world offers us countless gifts, but we must slow down and open our hearts to receive them. When we do, even the simplest moments shine with quiet beauty. When we learn to see beauty in the everyday, we begin to understand that life itself is a quiet gift. It doesn't need to be loud or dramatic to be meaningful. The gentle rhythm of daily life, waking up, sharing a meal, feeling the breeze on your face, holds a deep, steady richness. These simple moments, when noticed and cherished, create a life that feels full and complete. There is a kind of peace that comes from letting go of the idea that happiness is somewhere far away. We don't need to wait for special occasions or perfect days. The beauty we seek is already here, in the simple act of being alive. When we open our eyes and hearts to this truth, we find that even the most ordinary day is filled with quiet wonder. It's important to remember that seeing this beauty is not about forcing ourselves to feel a certain way. Some days will be difficult, and that's natural. But even in those times, small moments of beauty can still appear. A kind word from a friend, the comfort of a familiar place, the light of the morning after a long night. Life will always offer these small gifts, if we are willing to see them. As we come to the end of this reflection, I want to express my gratitude to you for sharing this time with me. Your support through likes, subscribing to the channel, leaving thoughtful comments, and even sending super thanks means more than words can express. It is a reminder that even across distances, we can connect through simple, shared moments like this. Thank you for being here and for taking the time to listen. May you find beauty in the small moments of your day, and may those moments bring you quiet joy and peace.